Hello, I'm Liz Snellgrove, Director of Executive MBA Recruitment and Program Services. I'm also a graduate of the Ivey Executive MBA program. For the next few minutes, I invite you to review this online presentation designed to help you better understand Ivey's Executive MBA. Our hope is that after viewing this presentation, along with our print materials, website videos, and many other marketing materials, you'll be able to eventually arrive at a decision. First, do my career goals and objectives fit well with earning an executive MBA? And secondly, is the Ivey Executive MBA right for me? This presentation has been structured to help answer several of the most frequently asked questions we hear regularly at our live information sessions. However, it's not by any means intended to replace personal communication or face-to-face meeting. We invite you to call us or attend one of our more detailed information sessions held each month in Toronto so we can get to know you better. Please feel free to browse through the chapters of this presentation and then contact us when you're ready to explore Ivey's Executive MBA program further. One of the questions we get asked frequently is, what is the difference between an executive MBA and a full-time MBA? Although the degree you graduate with is exactly the same, there are some very basic differences. The first is in regard to who you will be in the class with. The Ivey Executive MBA program is designed for mid-career professionals. The average age is 39 with a general range of 30 to 55. Most important, however, is to understand what the Executive MBA is designed to do as part of your career growth, to develop your general management knowledge, capabilities, and habits. To move into the C-suite, individuals need to broaden their experience to other disciplines, geographies, or business. The goal of Ivey's Executive MBA program is to accelerate the acquisition of this experience through the classroom process. An executive MBA education is a significant investment. There are many ways we help you, from employer sponsorship to our preferred loan program or drawing tuition tax-free from your RRSP, to name just a few. I would be pleased to assist you further in providing advice on financing options. Another question we often get is, how do you balance the program to fit with all the many demands of work and home? First, let's look at the program. We meet at our downtown Toronto campus, located in the Exchange Tower, once per month for 4 consecutive days for 15 months. We've found this 4-day approach is the best format for those who commute from out of province, and participants tell us it's a better way to balance their workload. For a full detailed schedule, I encourage you to visit our website. On average, in between these monthly class sessions, our program participants spend about 25 hours per week doing homework, group projects, reading, and assignments. Finding the first 10 hours is easy, just through cutting out some of your recreational activities. It's the other 15 that require discipline and getting into a structured routine. Yes, it's challenging, but very doable. So how do you make it manageable? It all comes down to having flexibility with your employer, your family, and your lifestyle in general. While it's not likely you'll ever be able to juggle all 3 worlds on any given day, the program's designed for you to be able to definitely balance 2. One day it might be school and work, the other work and home. However, the best way to determine if you can do it is to talk to others in the program. Come to one of our information sessions and find out how others like yourself have made it all happen. Let's spend the next few minutes looking at the question, how do you choose an executive MBA? We encourage you to compare schools based on their method of learning. Programs are delivered in a variety of ways, from video conference to lecture. At Ivey, classes are taught in a live classroom environment where you interact with your classmates and the faculty, discussing real business issues and challenges through the use of case studies. The most important question to ask yourself in choosing an executive MBA is, how does the method of learning fit with my own personal style? Once you've narrowed down your list, the next step should be to visit an actual class in progress and get a feel for the program's culture, its professors, its participants, and the overall learning environment. As I mentioned, Ivey uses the case study approach to learning. It's an interactive classroom environment that puts you, the participant, in the role of a decision maker, a high-level manager or CEO faced with actual business problems requiring action. The focus is on decision-making and implementation to a greater degree than just exploring theory. As well, case studies encourage the discussion of character issues facing the decision maker. This develops your leadership skills when facing ethical or risk-laden decisions. Graduates, when facing a situation at work, often come to the realization that this situation is just like a case we studied at Ivey. Remember, by the time you've finished our program, you'll have spent approximately 500 hours in class over 15 months. So it needs to be learning that's enjoyable and energizing to you. We regularly schedule class visits for those who are considering applying, to take a test drive just for that very reason. I encourage you to contact us to set up an appointment. When comparing executive MBA programs, you should always look at the caliber of those who will be sitting next to you in class, as well as the quality and experience of graduates who've taken the program before you. They can be an invaluable network in not just your class assignments, but the everyday business challenges you face back in your job. Ivey's Executive MBA has participants from a wide, diverse range of industry backgrounds. This diversity helps Ivey's faculty facilitate lively discussions where the participants can directly draw on their own personal experience with the case issues. Our faculty are immersed in the challenges faced by organizations. The topics that our faculty research are closely aligned to real management issues. Likewise, Ivey professors are usually either directly involved with the case being discussed in the class or have consulted in the specific sector. In all cases, Ivey's culture is a supportive one. From the alumni who are ready to help with leads, connections, and advice, to the faculty who are reachable when you run into obstacles in your assignments. The Executive MBA curriculum consists of 15 courses and 15 module themes. Each month, when the class meets, a new module theme is covered. Themes are deliberately sequenced to take you through a progression of business issues that span across the courses. Faculty members coordinate their materials and approaches around each of these module themes to ensure the delivery of an integrated curriculum. This helps provide a very important cross-enterprise perspective. Finally, as part of the curriculum, there's a major project, the Executive Client Field Project, involving work on a strategic issue that spans the organization, where we simulate the role of a global manager with actual real-world business problems. These might be in the area of expanding a product line or looking at the challenges of changing an organization's culture. On our international trip to China or India, you'll represent your client's interests abroad, undertake business meetings and site visits, and come back with a report with recommendations to act upon. We encourage you to explore more specifics on our curriculum on our website or in our program brochure, including descriptions on our module themes and course descriptions. People considering an executive MBA are sometimes concerned about how their work in the program will be evaluated. They ask, will I have to write exams? How tough are the assignments? Our approach to evaluating participant performance is to look across three main areas: individual class participation, group and individual assignments, and exams. In all cases, we're interested in the quality of your contribution and your ability to demonstrate the relevance of what you've learned to a particular business issue. We evaluate your progress in the development of practical, real-world business skills. Let's look at each of these three areas of participation, assignments, and exams now, one by one. Class contribution isn't just about coming to class, but the value of what you add to the class discussion. This is about developing your communication skills in presenting your ideas in an open and challenging forum. Likewise, with individual and group projects, you're put in the role of a consultant. Whether it be in the area of marketing, finance, or another pivotal area, and marked on your ability to actually identify and define the problem, suggest possible solutions, and an implementation plan. With individual assignments or exams, we look at how well you can apply your learning to a particular problem or business issue. It's not about showing how much you've memorized, but demonstrating your ability to make recommendations and solve problems effectively. We want you to be successful in the program, so Ivey's admissions process is designed to admit only those we feel are capable of graduating. When evaluating your application, we look beyond your undergraduate marks to instead consider the individual. Your past work and leadership experience are all part of the larger evaluation. For instance, we also admit individuals without a previous undergraduate degree that bring significant work experience and responsibility to the class. There are also exemptions from writing the GMAT, and we encourage you to explore your own situation with us to determine your eligibility. Once you've made the decision to explore Ivey's Executive MBA further, there are 3 steps we recommend. The first step is to undertake a preliminary assessment. Fax or email us your resume to see if there's a good fit with your education, work experience, and the class. We can quickly provide you with initial feedback on your resume up front before you discuss it with your organization to make sure Ivey's right for you. We can also tell you whether or not you qualify for a GMAT exemption. Second, come to our Toronto campus and experience a class. In advance, we'll send you the case that we'll be discussing and assign someone from the class to be your host to make you feel welcome and help you meet people in the class who are similar to your background and life situation. Third, submit your application. We can help you with that. Ivey meets on a regular basis to discuss applications and make admissions. As a result, classes fill up gradually and in most cases are full a few months ahead of the initial start date. So we encourage you to apply early. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about Ivey's Executive MBA program. I encourage you to contact us if you have any further questions about our program or Executive MBA programs in general. Thanks for watching.